Hi everyone, this is Tim Kitzer from NBA Jam. And if your speakers are heating up, that means you're listening to the Yerrr Sports Show. They're on fire. Ooh, boom shakalaka. Available on all streaming platforms. Kaboom! Boom shakalaka.
Came here to say that you don't really want it with us. Yeah, we live, you know. We came here to say that you don't really want it with us. Yeah, the sports show.
Yeah.
The hell?
Yeah, we've tried this for like 5-6 times already. So if this don't work, y'all not getting no episode this week. But welcome to episode 191. I got it right this time of the Yerrr Sports Show. I am your host, Big Baby, aka the Soul R&B. Not the bottom of the pyramid today. Looks like he's in like 30 megapixels. It's BK Matt.
What's going on, y'all? I don't know. This is just the ambiance. It is what it is.
The ambiance. Matt, you look like a shadow talking on the screen.
I know.
What was that first platform you used to use back then?
Zoom.
It was Zoom? I thought it was something else.
It was Zoom.
It was Zoom.
And it was bad.
Horrible.
It was all bad.
That's like Super Nintendo.
Language.
You know what's crazy? Matt says, "Hey, bro, I ain't gonna curse this episode." The first thing he get a chance to talk.
I got that's one. I got you.
That's two.
Wait, what was the first one?
You said it twice. You said it twice. Yeah. Next time you paying for the platform next month.
I got you.
As soon as it come out, as soon as you say something, just go ahead and send $20 over here, bro.
I got you. I'm gonna be quiet. It's gonna be quiet.
Thank you, and take that hat off. They suck right now. No. And on my right, we have Air Finley herself, the Queen Tay.
What's going on, everybody? Blessed and highly favored.
Amen to that. Amen.
I don't know about all that, but blessed.
Highly favored for sure.
Blessed.
And highly favored. The birthday girl. The birthday is coming up.
In 2 weeks, baby. 2 weeks from today, the Queen turns 42, babe. 24,
she said, y'all. She turned 24, y'all.
It's my Kobe year.
Kobe year remix.
Remix. Have you guys seen that trend that everybody's posting from 2016 to, and then like the 10 years? Like 2016 was so lit. 2016 had to be one of the worst years of my life. I looked my worst. I felt my worst. I wasn't at my worst, but it was not lit. The music was lit, but that was about it.
Yeah.
I became a father.
Well, that's the most lit reason of them all.
That is super lit for sure. That's super lit for you. 2016, beginning of the year, I was trying to find a job. In April, I was in American Airlines. So April this year makes 10 years.
Jeez Louise.
That's crazy.
Yeah, this is my longest relationship. 10 years.
Yeah, Marianne was 7. She went to this all-girl school in the Lower East Side. I was in a relationship. It was a time.
A time was had.
And it wasn't a good one.
Yeah.
No, it definitely wasn't. Yeah, 2016 was a bit of a wild year. But now we're in 2026, second episode of the year. We're almost at the end of the month already, which is insane. But so far, how's your 2026 been, y'all?
It has been interesting, to say the least. I mean, 2025 was not like... 2025 was ending off pretty baseline. And then 2026, it's just been some weird energy that's been translating from the end of 2025. And the residues are like into 2026. To be fair, 2025 was the year of the snake. So it was the year of shedding and getting rid of bad habits and getting rid of things that no longer serve you. But the year of the horse doesn't start until February 17th, 18th. So I think it's been a time, I would say. I lost one of my fitness instructors that passed away unexpectedly. Rest in peace, Herschel Harvey. And then I found out that one of my fraternity big brothers is going to be has been admitted into hospice with stage 4 pancreatic cancer. And he's only 43 years old. So shout out to, Tom Healy, Pi Kappa Phi, SPCO2, Stay Puffed. I don't want to talk about him like he's not here. He's an amazing father to 2 kids, his wife, Eliza. All he ever wanted to be was a father and a husband, and he had the chance to do that. So, sending all the healing energies and positive vibes and prayers and love. So that's the type of energy 2026 is on.
Yeah, it is a little bit crazy. I hate to follow up on that on some of the same wave, but a childhood friend of mine who we went to elementary school together, and I knew their parents because we were in the after school program together. Rest in peace, Mr. Lynch. I'm not going to get into too many details about the story and how everything happened because it is unfortunately very publicized at the moment. But rest in peace, Mr. Lynch. You were always a good person. You raised great children who became great parents and great adults. Prayers to your family. And once again, rest in power, Mr. Lynch, for sure. For sure. 2026 is...
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. I feel like we all kind of having that type of year. A childhood friend of mine is like from high school. We were real close in high school. And junior high school. Happened, we get older, we go separate ways. She went into the military, started her life in Texas. With her marriage and having her kids. So like to find out news that her firstborn took her life is kind of what took his life. That's it wasn't
took her life too, because she ain't never gonna be the same.
Yeah, I know, and it's like, yo, you try to find the words to say to somebody that like how do you give healing energy or try to have that conversation as a parent. So like one parent to another parent, damn the friendship, we're gonna always have that friendship. We check in here and there, but it's just like, yo, my heart bleeds for that girl, man. Like I'm like and if she's watching, if she's not, Genesis, I love you. I'm always love you, my sister. Rest in power, Shiloh. To even hear the news of this is heartbreaking, and she couldn't really get much words out other than just, yo, hug your babies, love on your kids, listen to them. It just, I don't know, my heart hurt to even read the news on that, and it's just like, for somebody like me who always got something to say, I had nothing. I couldn't come up with nothing. All I could tell her was like, yo, I love you, I'm here for you, I got you.
And sometimes that's all you can say.
Yeah. But other than that, like, yeah, I'm just trying to figure it out. Like, I'm scrambling in a sense, but trying to more or less figure it out. Like, your goal for the year. Of course, we know my goal for the year is, to relocate and reconnect right now. But it's just like I said, I got to get there. So in the process of all of that, I got to take care of a couple of loose ends and then move on to my next chapter.
Yeah, this year definitely started out a little funky, but not just with us, unfortunately, just with the entire world and actually the state of the United States. starting specifically at the beginning of the new year, where ICE has decided that they're going to do whatever they want. And it's just been the most terrible time this year when it comes to ICE and this president and everything that he's doing. So I didn't tell you. You have the story up. You have the facts up.
So on New Year's Eve, there was the Los Angeles man, Keith Porter Jr., 43-year-old, was shot and killed by an off-duty ICE officer. According to the LAPD and federal officials, they're saying that Keith Porter, like, he was firing gunshots in the air, and then the ICE agent heard it from the off-duty ICE agent heard it from his apartment complex and thought he was responding to an active shooter. So what happened after that, details remain fairly unclear. There was no video of the incident, but the family is just arguing that, he was celebrating New Year's Eve. This is a yearly tradition, which a lot of us know, and they don't even know if it was necessarily him that was shooting the pistol in the air as usual. Porter's actions possibly merited arrest or citation by the LAPD, but the ICE agent, who is not charged with local law enforcement, instead subjected him to a death sentence. Activists, local politicians, and some celebrities have rallied around Porter's killing, with many of people voicing increasing concerns about ICE's aggressive and violent tactics across cities in the United States, most notably against Black and brown people. These fears have only intensified because we didn't really hear about the Keith Porter Jr. shooting until the unfortunate murder of a Minneapolis woman, Renee Nicole Good, who was basically, shot in the face on videotape. While most of us have seen the tape, a lot of us have seen the tape, the federal government, from the president to the vice president to the head of Homeland Security, said that the ICE agent was protecting himself from bodily harm, because Miss Good, they said, accelerated into the ICE agent, who apparently suffered bodily internal bleeding from the incident. So what we saw from the incident, there was an exchange. She went to pull away. She went to drive away, and 3 shots were also fired into her vehicle, shooting her in the face and basically killing her on impact in front of her wife. So with the increasing pressure of this anti-immigration or illegal immigration movement in the United States, and ICE is starting to become basically the law of the land in some way, shape, or form, it begs a different tone, right? Because reading all the comments about this murder, you're hearing people saying things like, well, she should have complied. She should have stopped. She should have done this. They should have done this. And, and this happened just blocks away from where George Floyd was murdered in 2020.
Blocks.
Mere blocks. So I just want to say, people are justifying a woman being shot in her face on video, right? The federal government got outside of the narrative almost immediately, got in front of the narrative almost immediately and painted a picture. And people just viewed this with such skewed eyes. I mean, I saw the video. I personally did not see the federal agent in harm's way, but a lot of people have said, and I'm not sure if this is true because I'm not a law enforcement agent, that when someone flees by car, that the officer is not supposed to shoot into the vehicle.
Correct.
But this would matter if the officer was actually an officer. I don't understand why we get into this rhetoric of the law enforcement agents being basically God and jury. While I do say that the officer was too close to the car for me, closer than I would have liked him to be. I don't believe he was close enough for her to have inflicted bodily harm or him being in imminent and grave danger as they portrayed it to be. And I also want to say, like, the Keith Porter Jr. shooting was largely ignored by the media, and it didn't really come to light until this Minnesota tragedy as well. I do want us to post the GoFundMe for Keith Porter Jr.'s family. He leaves behind two daughters, a 10-year-old and a 20-year-old. And you could tell, like, you know, I don't know why off-duty officers feel the need to play hero. This is the same nonsense to me that happened with Trayvon Martin.
Yep.
And other things, in other situations that have been such a reflection of trauma. To me, I look at it as murder. I don't look at it as justifiable by any stretch of the means. I do believe that if you have to use your weapon, you should use it to debilitate, not use to kill or use to de-escalate. I don't know what it is about some people in law enforcement or some people who are supposed to protect and serve. And the thing is, that's not the mission of ICE.
It's not.
Ever.
It's not the mission of ICE.
At all.
And
they're getting funded to be the new KKK now. That's what I'm getting.
I'm afraid for what this precedent will continue to escalate into. We're all around the tri-state area, in the Northeast, and every day you're hearing, ICE agents rounding up even political figures in New York. A pastor was just apprehended a couple of hours ago. And, in the light of all of this that's happening, we have to maintain a level of activism. It's not enough to be peaceful at this point. You have to believe in and stand on something. People want to say that this is a reminder to them of 1930s, 1940s Nazi Germany. But for me, Nazi Germany got their inspiration from Jim Crow laws and segregation laws in the United States that basically, ran until the test of time. It basically still impacts us to this day. And then when you hear the narratives about, you have the president of the United States saying that the Civil Rights Act of 1965, caused white people to not be treated fairly. When you hear these new cases of this new term that they're trying to make stick called reverse racism, and it just shows you that we're in very uncharted waters for this generation. It is dangerous. And these are the same people when Charlie Kirk was murdered a few years ago. They were like,
years ago.
A few months ago. Sheesh. People were calling for empathy. And oh my God, how could you say something so vile? Like, oh my God, he was a man of faith. He was a man of God. He was, and he was murdered in front of his wife and children. This woman, Renee Good, was shot in her face in front of her wife after on camera after just dropping off her child
who lost a parent, who lost a father.
It is a weird time in America when a white woman gets shot in her face. And these conservative Republicans are saying that she should have complied. It is, to me, an egregious lack of empathy. Now, mind you, if she was wilding out, acting a fool, swinging on this man, I still don't believe that what she did warranted her being murdered. Where was the empathy y'all was just calling for 4 months ago? I thought we are Charlie Kirk. I thought that we were trying to show tolerance. What happened?
It's funny you bring bringing up empathy, and it's funny that you said that whole, like, you can understand even if she was swinging at them or officers to warrant some level of a reaction to be shot, even then that's still not a reason to get killed or shot in the face. January 6th happened, and there were literally random people inside the Capitol, inside everywhere, fighting government officials, fighting them, literally attacking them. Did any of them get shot?
Hold on, they didn't touch any government officials because we got freedom fighters in the comments want to act like we don't know what we're talking about.
Point blank, so, man. Was that warranted getting shot? This lady was driving away. Was that warranted getting shot? Defend yourself. You can say you can defend yourself. They didn't get shot, and they got they got out. They literally got their whole record expunged. What do we talk about? I'm like, I feel like how do you sit here and tell us that we did not see what we saw?
Trying to figure that out every day.
That's like watching the Rodney King. We saw that man get beat, and they let all of them go. We saw it. Everybody saw it. The world saw it. I feel like we're literally like a year or two away from martial law.
A year or two?
We're that close.
Probably a couple months. Let me tell you, and that's what I was saying. Like, shot in the face?
Like, not even tires, right? Not even tires. In the face.
I would have understood the tire.
Now, I would say he was closer to the vehicle than I would have liked him to be.
Absolutely.
He was.
But was it turning towards him or opposite? I don't feel like from looking at a lot of
I don't believe she was trying to run into this man. And can you believe her last words was, "I'm not mad at you, man"? And the last words she heard were, "You fucking bitch. I'm sorry."
Yeah.
That was the last words this woman heard. And then to stop medical professionals from tending to this woman on site. And you can't even say it was a lack of training, because this officer here, I think his name was Jonathan. I don't remember his name. He trains ICE officials. Wow. So not only are we ripping babies from their mothers now, I mean, granted, Obama's administration did it too. I'm not here to rewrite history, right? They used to call Obama the deporter in chief. As you guys may remember, or you may not remember, this was before the show, but in 2018, when they had kids in cages, I went to a detention center in Texas. I was a part of the Royal Wedding campaign, and one of the campaign stops that we had done post-wedding was to Uvalde. You know, they've just had a school shooting, and there was a detention center, ICE detention center, maybe near. So we protested in front of the detention center, and just the conditions that these people were in were atrocious. And this was during the first administration. So imagine, you know, this is the second one, and people voted for this
with their whole chest.
Let me tell you something. The Joe Rogans and the Andrew Schultzes and the podcast bros, the rhetoric, the red pill content, the questions, the weird type of devil's advocate type of messaging that these people use that helped influence. I still thought Trump was going to win anyway.
Absolutely.
I'll be honest.
Absolutely.
You know, I couldn't see a world where Trump wasn't going to win. Unfortunately, they didn't vote for Hillary in 2016. They damn sure wasn't, unfortunately, voted for Kamala Harris in 2024. Right? And it begs, and then you have bum ass Stephen A. Smith being the first media pundit to jump out and say and talk out the side of his ass and say, "Oh, this was a justified killing." We have a hard time with police officers. So not only do we have a hard time with police officers, now using excessive violence, right? Now we have ICE agents whose sole purpose is to enforce immigration law, taking U.S. citizens. One was off duty. One was, I don't even know what the hell was going on there. But it's egregious. It is egregious. I'm exhausted, and then on top of that, right? Medical care costs are soaring. Nurses are going on strike.
Yep.
What are we doing here? Let me tell you something. People like nurses and teachers and firefighters, even police officers, people who dedicate their lives and their career to serving the public deserve money, deserve to pay like they weigh. Those nurses do more than the doctors do.
Yeah.
Right? So, case in point, let me just give you a personal example, and I'll wrap this up, and you guys can say your points about all this stuff. But rest in peace, Renee. Good. Rest in peace, Keith Porter Jr. Let's share out their GoFundMe information. I hope your family finds justice in this piece. We will never be able to take back what happens, but being killed like that, nobody should be murdered like a savage dog in the middle of the street. No one, unless you're a pedophile or a rapist.
Agreed. Yep. Double agreed.
Yeah. I think those are the only people who deserve to be castrated in the middle of the street. But to give you a insight to the state of health insurance and healthcare in the United States. As you guys know, I have a job, and I have my own business. As you guys also know, I have survived breast cancer. And with surviving breast cancer comes every year you have to go for screenings to ensure that you're still in remission. It was now time for the queen to go get her titties checked for the 4th year in a row. Usually, to see my oncologists, I have 3 different oncologists. A surgical one that addressed my other immunocompromised issues. No, I don't have no like STDs or HIV or nothing like that, but I am immunocompromised because of cancer. So I see a hematologist, oncologist, and I see a surgical oncologist. So before this year, to see my oncologists, I just have to pay my regular specialist copay $30. To see all 3 of my oncologists a couple weeks ago, guess how much I had to pay?
Probably like $75 to $100 now.
Somewhere around the couple $1,000 range.
I had to pay just to be checked, no tests, $300 per appointment. I'm fully insured by employer-sponsored healthcare. Great healthcare too. It's not your business which one it is, but usually great healthcare. So my first thought is, yes, I can afford. What is $1,000 to make sure that you don't have cancer anymore? Right? But it's still $1,000, and I still haven't even gotten to the radiology part of it because I still have to go get scanned.
And that's
going to cost. That's like $1,500. What about the woman whose food stamps were just cut? Right? What about the man who's already afraid to go to the doctor? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? So to save $36 in your paychecks for taxes, you have subjected us all because of you want to hold on to white supremacy, white privilege. That to me, it's fake anti-Semitism. But you want to hold on to this white privilege, this white supremacy. Anytime white supremacy is threatened, you see shit like this. Excuse my language. I've been curbing it. You see stuff like this. So it begs for me to say, like, I'm tired.
Hold on.
I'm tired. I'm tired.
Just to kind of put a bow on all of this. You remember, not too long in the distant past, 2020, Black Lives Matter, and then the right. You know where I'm going.
Politicians were
Right?
kneeling
Yep.
and apologizing
And washing feet. And washing feet.
And wearing kente
all of
cloth.
that. All of that, right?
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No,
I'm
no,
so
no.
sorry.
So sorry. Dishonor on my family. Like all of that, right? All of that. And to see, and again, we're gonna take it there to see the people who were like all lives matter, all lives matter, all lives matter, and in retort to Black Lives Matter, to see this white woman get shot cold blood in the face, and these same all lives matter people saying she should have complied. Oh, she moved her arms a little bit, so she deserved it. Those same people.
And then the same one, Charlie Kirk did not deserve to be shot
Right.
in the face in front of his wife and kids. His wife was on a world tour.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying?
A main eventer everywhere she go.
It's awful. It's awful. It's awful. It is awful. It is awful. Despicable.
It's ridiculous.
Despicable.
And just the fact that the reason for all of this is because of this stupid ass big beautiful bill. So the ICE is getting paid from that big beautiful bill. So they are technically not under any sort of law.
20 million? They got 20 million, right?
100 million.
Oh yeah.
100 million.
What was the other place that got 2.2 billion or some shit like that?
I don't even remember. I wish I could tell you, but
yeah, we sitting here struggling for food stamps and health insurance.
Yeah. This big beautiful bill is going to cut costs of healthcare.
How can we take care of everybody else?
Right. Insane. I hate to see where this country has gone, and this whole "Make America Great" thing that was supposed to be this big movement just pretty much came out to show people, hey, it is okay to be prejudiced. It is okay to be outwardly racist. It is okay to have dumbass thoughts come out your mouth and really believe in them. You know why? Because we voted for somebody who is just like that.
Mm-hmm.
We voted for somebody who's going to say whatever he wants to say how he feels, because there's no consequences to his actions. We literally just got threatened by Iran. He got threatened by Iran, but I'm pretty sure we know how this story goes again. It's ridiculous. I said this last episode, been saying this since he got voted in. His actions deserve consequences, but the country should not absolve those consequences. We should not take those consequences.
In all runners, how it's going to look is we voted him. And
I don't speak French. I
know I didn't vote for him, but that's how all countries
and you
are
know
going to look at it.
You're right. And you know what's sad? Vance is worse than Trump.
Yeah, he is. He called he called what's the name, a terrorist.
A domestic terrorist.
Domestic terrorist.
Domestic terrorist.
And one last thing on Stephen A. Smith. All right. You decide that because people are killing you every time you open your mouth about sports, that you're going to decide to, let me try to make my way in the world of politics. Let me try to be the token in the politics.
Yes.
And you know, I'm going to be on both sides of the line. I'm going to speak the truth. You are spewing the worst type of rhetoric, because at least on the other side, I know exactly how they feel.
Where they stand.
I know exactly how they stand.
Yes.
With you, Mr. Smith, I don't know. Because there are some days you like, oh yeah, you don't know how many black people I put on. I'm all for the black people. right? And then
You're
the
not.
other days, you are on the other side. Well, she moved her pinky a little bit, so she deserved it. What? What? What?
I hate when people play both sides of the fence.
Just be
Stand on it.
stand on it. If you're on that
Stand on it.
side, stand on that
Stay over
side.
there.
I know people. I have friends on the other side who are Republicans, right? And we just have conversations. It never gets to the point where I'm like, y'all, because everybody who votes for that side, they don't have the same interest, but you're voting, you already know what you're voting for. You already know the bad part that you're voting for. If you're self-aware for what you're voting for and not delusional, cool. Let's have the conversation. Be straight up about your intentions and your conversation. But Stephen A. Smith, you have to stop playing both sides of the fence, and you have to stop making it seem like political Stephen A. Smith is way different than first take Stephen A. Smith, because they are the same person at this point. They're the same person. They are the same exact person. Stand on business and stop trying to play the race card when it's only beneficial to you.
Period.
I'm tired. I'm tired of him. Like we've been watching Stephen A. Smith for how long? Like well over a decade, right? Well over a decade and a half. Let's say that, right? I'll give him that.
Absolutely, almost 20 years.
Almost 2.
I used to hear him on the radio station with Miss Jones.
Used to hear him on the radio. You see him. We know his story. Philadelphia Inquirer, got the ESPN, got fired, came back, became big dog over there. That's cool and all, right? From New York, from Hollis, Queens, right? But your story don't mean nothing at all when it comes to talking about these things that's going on. You can't say, yeah, I'm a kid from Hollis, Queens, black guy from Hollis, Queens, so I understand the struggle. But in the same breath, say that people who don't comply with ICE deserve to get shot and killed.
What?
Hell no, dog.
Or people who obviously comply with ICE deserve to get shot and killed. Because people who have been complying, and I don't understand what ICE thinks is going to happen with people where you come up aggressively and tap, tap, tap people's cars or pulling people out of the cars. You think we're going to be like this? Yeah, go ahead, fam.
Y'all are not cops.
What do you think? Y'all are not cops. Y'all are basically mercenaries. If anybody has played Grand Theft Auto, you guys are Merryweather. All you got to do is make a call, and they just pop up. And for them to pop up in Minnesota, I'm sorry, my bad. For them to pop up in Minnesota, which has basically less than a 1% immigration rate, less than 1%, the lowest in the country. Y'all go to Minnesota of all places. I'm not saying y'all need to be anywhere, but y'all go to Minnesota with nothing going on, but snow and ice.
And Anthony Edwards dodging.
Y'all just go there and just cause chaos, and you wonder why the governor of the state said what he said. You wonder why they want y'all out.
Exactly. I ain't gonna hold you. I was like, wow.
You wonder why they want y'all out, right? Y'all wonder why people feel afraid when you come there, because y'all not coming there bringing peace. This whole immigration thing is off the wall. Like I just don't understand. The country is made from immigrants, bro. The country is made from immigrants.
Hell, a lot of these white people were immigrants. Y'all wasn't here first.
I ain't never seen them pull. I ain't never seen them pull no Irish person out of a pub and then be like, "Yeah, you come with us."
And did you see all the countries that have visa bans now? Yep. And they're all basically countries from like Africa, Middle East, West Indies, like Haiti's on the list, like, different. So it's just showing you see, Stephen A. Smith, you want to be a part of the grift, you go ahead, man. Like I don't have nothing more, no more energy for you. Like at the end of the day, there's no such thing. It's not a Republican issue, a Democrat issue, nothing like that. Because you already know I don't identify with either one.
It's a morality.
You get what I'm saying? It's a morality thing, like you said, bro. And I'm really disgusted as to, am I shocked? No.
Absolutely.
Am I outraged? Yes. Am I going to join the front lines and march for peace and stuff? No, I'm tired.
At this point, what country's hiring?
Because God forbid. Yeah, go ahead, Matt.
I've been trying to figure out for the life of me, like, what is in Minnesota or Minneapolis that they're going this hard for it. Like, you just dropped off truckloads of more ICE agents into this place. For what? For what? Do they have oil? Are they hiding like gold blocks in that country, in that state? I need answers. What is so potent about Minneapolis that y'all are putting all this focus in Minneapolis? It don't make no sense. And then on top of that, y'all are literally protecting this agent like he is like the spokesleader for the new KKK, bro. ICE is literally turning it into a government-funded KKK.
The KKK has always been funded by the government.
No, but it's blatant.
It's been blatant. It's been blatant.
Right.
People just ain't been paying attention to it.
But it's just like, yo, I remember when ICE was just a joke. Now it's just this imposing question mark. Like, you sit there and you go, yo, when Obama was in office, he had like the highest eviction rate for like, you know, for immigrants.
Mm-hmm.
But it was quiet. This is so in your face, so blatant, like you've seen on video, so disrespectful. Like, the regard and the audacity that a lot of these ICE agents have, so they are even targeting citizens.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I look at these videos. I'm like, yo, this shit stop. This stop and frisk.
Mm-hmm.
You remember the audacity during stop and frisk? This stop and frisk. This is what this is, and I'm just like, yo, y'all, like, it's not new to us because we grew up on it. But it's like to see it in live form, and now the whole world get to see how grimy the government is really being. And
they don't care.
It's crazy, yo. It just I don't have words. Like, to see that video and to see how it played out, and I just shook my head because I'm like, yo. So now they're not just targeting black people no more. they targeting everybody. Oh,
yeah.
Yo, and ICE is gonna get off with it because now what? They're government agents in a sense. They're government figures. To that's the explanation. I think I seen one of these like these cabinet people talking on CNN, basically saying, like, she was defending the hell out of it. I'm not gonna lie, she was defending it, but she was looking like an ass. And I'm sorry for cursing like this, but it's just like she's really looking bad, because how can you literally tell us what this guy did, even after he said what he said on camera? You literally heard his last words and what he called this lady after he shot her in the face. How can you defend that and say that, oh, this was justified, and then say what these people did on January 6th wasn't?
Nah, stand on business.
None of them got shot. None of them got body slammed. None of them got pepper sprayed.
One person got shot.
The security guard. It was a security guard.
No, the lady got shot. The MAGA lady got shot.
Did she?
Shot, killed. She messed around and found out.
So she's gonna be a martyr, pretty much.
Nope, it's too late for that. She's not a martyr anymore. They found a new one. So.
And then what kills me is, like, y'all could, and then they got they got pardoned. They got pardoned. So you can explain that, and you can explain the level of restraint for that attack. But you're gonna side dish this one and make it seem like we didn't see what we saw. Where I could tell you wholeheartedly, it just, like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't got no words for it. I just really, like, that Even watching that video made my head hurt because, like you said, it was a couple blocks away from George Floyd.
Mm-hmm.
And how quickly that gets forgotten. How quickly that gets forgotten.
We're so sorry. We're here with our African American brothers and sisters.
Ooh, let's wash your feet.
Let's just watch. Oh God, give me a break.
Yeah, nah, that.
Give me a break. I didn't fall for it then. I ain't falling for it now.
Yeah, even if everybody turned the clock after Trump really shows all of his full intentions, and now everybody who voted for him is now poor because of him, right?
Well, I hope y'all ready for martial law, yo. It's about to get real spooky in this country.
Yeah,
because y'all are taking from the poor to feed the rich. What do you think is going to happen when the poor gets fed up?
Nothing.
That's it. Because
because the poor people are not violent. That's the sad part about it is, you know what I'm saying? That's exactly what the corporate people want you to believe. They want you to believe it's the poor people who are going to revolt and all the stuff like this. The poor is just trying to find a means to survive, dude. That's all, man. That's the thing is, at the end of the day, some people are so hungry they don't care about violence. Like, to be honest with you, it's not about the violence. It's about the laws. Mm-hmm. These people are getting tax breaks, 250 million tax breaks, $100 billion tax breaks, tax cuts, all this stuff. Man, I can't. We can continue to go on, and that's why we have to stop here. For me.
No, absolutely. But moving forward from that, because there's no real transition that you can really do from that. But moving forward from that, the NFL playoffs are in full swing, but as the end of the regular season happened, we see a couple of coaching changes. One of our favorite coaches, Mike Tomlin, has decided to step away from the Pittsburgh Steelers. He was not fired. He decided to step away.
Before he got fired.
Do I think he would have gotten fired? It is a real 50-50 chance.
I don't think so.
It's a real 50-50 chance. The fact that he stepped away and does not plan on coaching this year coming up, 26-27 season, it is a well-deserved break. In his 19 years of coaching, he has never had a losing season. One Super Bowl win. I believe he has the second most wins as a head coach in Pittsburgh Steelers history. He is going to go down as one of the greatest Pittsburgh Steelers coaches ever. Like, ever. One of the greatest coaches ever. And the thing about football, right, which is the difference between basketball, the amount of rings you have doesn't determine how great of a coach you are. Because we've seen teams have all-time great seasons and not finish. But we've also seen that because the NFL is a more grueling game than most sports, just to get to the playoffs is a lot. To get in there and advance and consistently advance. We're not going to see another run that the Patriots have. Not anytime soon. We thought we were going to see it with the Chiefs, and there's still a possibility at some point when Patrick gets back. But it's not going to be as I don't think it's going to go down the same way.
No.
Another coach that is moving teams was John Harbaugh, who I think we didn't say it, but a lot of us probably thought that if nothing happened with the Ravens this year, he was going to be gone. He was going to be gone. And he's currently in talks with the New York Giants. A lot of people are linking him, saying that he is signed. We're here to tell you, as of this recording on January 16th, currently, he is not signed. But the talks have advanced to the point where I think he is close. They are working on numbers, but anything can happen. Now, back to Tomlin. In order for Tomlin to coach outside of if he decided to come back and coach in this year, which he won't, he would technically have to be traded, like Sean Payton was. So with that being said, Tay, no, Matt, I give you this one. What do you think Mike Tomlin's legacy is in Pittsburgh, and if he was able to coach another team this year, if he wanted to, this coming NFL season, where would he coach?
Um, could it be biased because it's our era of NFL? Sorry, Tay. Of like him being hands down probably the best Pittsburgh Steelers coach of all time because of his winning record, because of the culture that he created in Pittsburgh, and the chances that he took on certain aging quarterbacks, or because Lord knows what he did with Ben Roethlisberger and at the ending lateral of his career, and then toughing it out with some of the weakest Steelers teams we've ever seen. To be able to still maintain a winning record and not have like a losing season, that speaks a testament. Like that's a testament. So I would put him up there as probably the greatest Pittsburgh Steelers coach of all time. And being that I view him in LA, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other Pittsburgh Steelers fans have probably will view him as, you don't really want to see him on another team. Like how do you? I mean, granted, it's still a business. We get that, but I don't want to see him in another team. But if not, why not put him with Lamar Jackson? That man has his way with quarterbacks. The quarterbacks trust him. They trust his vision. So why not put him with Lamar Jackson? Two-time MVP that can use some guidance and somebody that he respects.
Fair.
Yeah, he'll turn up that city of Baltimore. Sure, if he went. Tay, what do you think?
I think Tomlin's one of the greatest coaches of all time. I think he's a well-respected coach. I think, the culture of winning that he brought to the Pittsburgh Steelers over the past 19 years, Jesus Christmas, that's a long time to be a coach. I think he's like one of the longest tenured coaches of all time. I believe that he doesn't need to coach again if he doesn't want to. And any team will be lucky to have him. Any team. Do I see him with the Ravens? Not really. I think that you're gonna go from this to Steelers to their rival. I mean, it wasn't messy enough for him to do that. I can't see that happening. I can't foresee that. And I really feel bad also for Mike McDaniel, man. I thought he did a great job with the Miami Dolphins. They were just contenders a couple of years ago, playoff contenders at least, and then now he lost his damn job. This is Mike McDaniel or Josh McDaniel? Mike. And he just lost his job. Yep. I believe that Tomlin has carte blanche to go where he wants, and if he doesn't want to coach, he doesn't have to. And I'm glad that he walked out on his own terms.
Yeah.
And then you know what? And I blame Aaron Rodgers for all of this. They said he was crying and boo-hooing when Tomlin made the announcement. You expect a man that didn't talk to his parents for years to have that level of empathy? Come on, please gag me with a spoon.
They had a bond. They shared a bond and a mutual respect. And damn it, Mike, man, come on. Tomlin invited Aaron Rodgers to the cookout. And he was thankful for it. Don't do that.
Let me tell you guys something. If y'all invite one more person let me tell you something.
Tomlin invited him. I thought he was a vegan.
No, you know what? I am vehemently against cookout invites. Mm-hmm. I am vehemently against that.
I didn't invite
him. I hate it because you know what? I don't even want to go to the damn cookout. You know what? I don't want to go to a cookout like that. We invite him to the cookout. No, F that.
Weed and edibles. And I was like, you know what? That's your boy. You're going to have to talk to Tay about it. I'm not against him because he's
in my eyes.
Oh,
I'm over it.
But
the what? The goat? The goat of what? The regular season?
Exactly what I said. Yes.
The goat of the regular seasons?
Yep.
I think Tom Brady, Joe Montana, and Peyton Manning would like to have a word with you.
I think Patrick Mahomes.
And Patrick Mahomes,
they're all goats in their own right. All goats in their own right.
And Troy Aikman. And
Troy Aikman is
Eli
terrible.
Manning and Ben. Man, shut up.
Yo,
shut up.
Tay, did you see that? Did you ever see that documentary? I don't know if we ever talked about it. I know me and Dre talked about it.
Which one?
The Jerry Jones documentary. Did you see it?
No, I couldn't stomach that.
Hey, you should probably watch it. You should probably watch it. Jerry Jones almost got me. Then I remembered who he was. So
Cowboys fan, yo. You almost got me. I ain't gonna hold you.
That's crazy that some of my favorite players touch that nasty ass Cowboy uniform, bro. Oh man!
You almost forgot Prime Time was a Cowboy.
I almost forgot Prime was there, man. I almost forgot, man. Oh man!
I never did.
Never forget. Never forget. Yo, like as far as Mike Tomlin, as I said, one of the greatest coaches of all time, and Tay is right. If he doesn't have to coach, if he don't want to. Now, would I have loved to see him on one of the New York teams? Absolutely. Nope. I would love to see him just for the aesthetics, but would I actually want him to be there? No, because it's a dumpster fire just waiting to happen. At this point, the Giants and the Jets need to just become one team and figure it out.
The Giants are going to be good in the next couple of years, and I'm not saying that with bias.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that with fan bias. I feel like next year maybe you have Neighbors, you have Cam Scatterbo, and you have Jackson Dart.
Scatterbo. The Giants better not draft another quarterback. They better not draft no other quarterback. Leave the QB room as it is. Leave it as it is.
Y'all trying to get Russell Wilson again? Y'all trying to keep him?
Yes.
Y'all keeping him?
I think you. Let me tell you something. Between him and Jameis Winston, you get what I'm saying? Jackson Dart still needs that development. Because, to be honest with you, and we were talking about it a little bit before the show. I wanted to say, like, John Harbaugh going to the Giants, we need an elevated coach and stuff. It's not fair to Daboll because Daboll came in and didn't know that Daniel Jones can throw a football.
He didn't do bad.
Daniel Jones is not a good quarterback in the Giants. Did you see that man that was on the Colts?
No, I'm talking about.
Did you see that man?
He did not do bad.
That man.
I was the one that wanted to pay that man over.
But now, let me tell you something. Now that you saw him with the Colts, now to be honest with you, you kind of understand why, because he went to the Colts and I don't understand what happened.
He decided to play.
He was doing pretty good.
Pretty good.
No, in the Giants, Daniel Jones was he was awful at the Giants, and I don't know who to blame.
Tay, you might have cursed him. Remember that time when he got drafted and he broke Eli Manning's streak?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, no, you probably cursed him. It's okay.
It was probably Peter.
It definitely was Peter. Definitely was Peter. But
Lord, what's going to happen with AJ Brown is a real question. That man is.
Going into that, the Eagles just kind of said, "You know what? Sorry for y'all. Sorry that y'all believed in us. Sorry that y'all believed in us." I'm like, you're right.
Does anybody check on?
Oh, as soon as they got blown out, I text Wilkins.
Yo, I hate when Wilkins did that Seth Rollins, I love football, I hate football thing. I want to knock everything over every time I see him post that. Like, leave that up to Seth Rollins. Like, enough. Like, enough. Everything is not pro wrestling. Enough. Sheesh. That's why I'm glad they lost.
I was so happy.
I was going for that fine Jalen Hurts. Oh my God.
I ain't never heard you talk about Jalen Hurts like that.
He's fine.
I thought you would have been more into Saquon Barkley. I think I know why you're not into. I think I know why. I know why.
You gonna share with the class?
Yeah.
Oh, no, never mind.
Yes, that's absolutely.
Yeah,
who that woman?
Yo.
We still do that now? Like that's still a thing?
Yo, you know what's crazy? I was scrolling through Instagram and I popped on Threads and somebody this Spanish woman put on Threads.
Oh, go ahead.
You saw it?
Go ahead.
Yeah, black guys are for a Latino woman, and all of the black guys on that post said access denied. Access.
I love all y'all for that. I love all. He's like, this was me and my black wife and my
yes,
and I'm just like, thank you. Finally, like people just make it seem like black women is like disgusting and stuff like that. Like it's so sad, man. It's so sad. But I'm like, Harbaugh, who that woman?
Who that woman? Oh man!
And I don't like a man with big button legs either. Like
I didn't until I saw like the Eagles.
Saquon Wilkins for real though. Saquon's built like Wilkins.
Yo, yeah, for real. Let me tell you a quick story. All right, no, let me not. Let's get to the next thing.
Yo,
because I was about to shot you both of y'all sheriffs because I was talking about how nasty men are today, but we'll save it for our next topic. All right, you know I'm gonna have to say it anyway. Okay?
Yeah, I'm not. Listen, I'm not going over an hour and a half. I got packed. I gotta go.
All right. Okay. Mm-hmm. You know what? You guys all know that I learned that men wasn't ish since I was 10 years old when Oliver told me that I could be his girlfriend, but he's Regina's boyfriend, but she's not his girlfriend and all that shit, right? All that ish, right? Yeah. This is Tavia's Unhinged Tale Part 2. Mm-hmm. I was about 16 years old. It was the summer of 2000. And we grew up with this girl who had Down syndrome, right? I will not tell her name, protecting her privacy.
Not like me, because I'd be saying names.
No, because to be honest with you, she's really a victim in this, right? You know how I knew men was nasty?
No.
You know how I knew men was nasty? She lived directly, like, you know, it's hard to describe. Like, my porch and her porch was like this. Mm-hmm. And there was like a backyard separating our terraces, right?
No,
I lived upstairs. We had apartments that was like downstairs, upstairs, but then it was like upstairs. Everybody had a duplex. So from the age, she was, you know, with some people with developmental needs, sometimes they can't regulate certain hormones and emotions and expressions. So some of them actually crave sex or hypersexual, right? Why almost every boy on the block smashed this girl with Down syndrome? Roar. And I noticed this from when I was about 16. I became a mother at 24. Mm-hmm. So for 8 years, I'm seeing, because her bedroom and my bedroom, basically, I saw like the flyest dude on the block going and getting him some from her. And then going to turn around and try to talk to me. I said, I know what you be doing. So y'all just whatever. But yeah, that was the second sign for me that men ain't ish. Let's go to our next topic.
Nah, that girl.
I think I'm surrounded by the best men possible because like y'all, my brother, you know what I'm saying? Like, but men. There was this other lady that she had like half a face, and she had like 9 kids, like about 6 different men. Like how?
So dudes was slapping Harvey Dent over there.
Okay. Next topic.
Yes.
Wow. No.
I guess because she had a fat butt, but then golly, but
never trust a big butt and half a smile. That girl
and
is too.
And a smirk.
That girl is two-faced.
Yeah, that girl is hard, B.
Oh man.
Oh shoot.
Oh damn.
That's terrible.
I can't do this.
That's why I tell people, don't be like, oh, he with me and all stuff like that, because sometimes all it takes is a hole in a mattress.
And a handicap sticker, apparently.
Wait, so you have a quick question. You ever tapped a handicap sticker?
No.
Me?
Any of y'all?
No, absolutely not. Hell no.
I told y'all about the story when I went in 7th grade and I had a boyfriend named Damien. I met him the day before. And then when I saw him line up in the special ed line the next day at school, I never talked to him again. I was like, yeah, he was a little strong. He did have a I was so hyped. I thought I was going into junior high school with a boyfriend. I'm like, okay, I'm lit. He's like, what school you going to? I'm going to 275. I'm going to 275 too. He's like, all right, you going to be my girlfriend? Yeah, I'll be your girlfriend. I was like, he was real muscular for his age. I was like, damn, he got muscles. And then he was like, we walked each other to school. And then they were like lining us up. And then he went on this special ed line.
Yeah, the helmet?
No, he just went on the special ed line. I said,
you know that's a behavior.
I never talked to him again.
Right? It's not.
But back then, everybody was. Back then, it was like they put everybody in one special.
Yeah, everyone was in one special ed class.
But it was bad enough that he was going into special ed. Like I didn't care what. I don't know what. I was like, yo, he was a little strong. I said maybe he was a little musty too. So I wasn't sure what type of.
Yeah.
But I was like, it was like 90 degrees. We were all playing football outside. So I'm like,
the muster was at times 4 right there.
Yeah, and then there was another boy. There was another boy when I was 16.
Always got what patch like that's like right here, but
and I think he had a speech impediment. But what did it for me was we were all playing outside like the night before. We were all playing basketball. And then the next day at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, why are you still wearing them same clothes from last night?
The same exact clothes came out.
The same drawers. The same drawers too. I was like, I could never talk to him again. I used to get my sister to break up with people for me because I couldn't do it. Because I didn't want to hurt nobody. I didn't want to hurt nobody. I didn't want to hurt nobody's feelings. And then and she was like, yo, she'd just be doing something. But ever tap the handicap?
Yeah.
Please just say no. Please just say no.
Wait,
emotional issues or developmental?
Like death is death.
We talk about somebody who's like emotionally retarded or like
no, I mean like wait. Being deaf is a form of a handicap, right?
I don't know. So
Matt,
you tapped the death
no.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yo, let me tell you something. Like some midgets, they be having, like you, Matt, you a midget, you got a big butt. I don't know where y'all get all this butts from. Where y'all get all this butt from? It's like they be having some big old round pumpkin ass.
Not that funny, though. I'm not a fucking midget. Not that fucking funny.
Y'all be having some nice baby fat, the baby fat jeans. Y'all butts be round bad. Wilkins was supposed to be a midget because a little person because Wilkins got the biggest butt I ever seen, male or female.
Oh my god.
So much so I had to stalk him for his booty routine, but I realized that's all roots. No tooth.
Oh my god.
Well, like, could I have some of that for me? But have I ever tapped the hit? No. I thinking back on it, I think somebody was on the spectrum. But I can't quite put my finger on it. But with like knowing, no, but you know what? Maybe you know what? I was talking to my father about this a couple months ago, and my father was like, I said, I'm single. I've been single by choice, and maybe the person is not meant for me. And I said, maybe no one's meant for me, And then he was trying to give me like the daughter pep talk, like, you're the best, and you're beautiful, and you're smart. I said, no, it's not that. I said, I know all that. I said, but Dad, what if my partner is special needs? What if he's like a little slow? And he said, I'm trying to tell you all this positive stuff, and you gonna turn around and say the reason why you're single is because your partner is probably special needs. And I really maybe that's why.
Don't block your blessings.
Yo, let's get off this topic because I'm fit to say something that's gonna me up. Excuse my language.
I really want to end the show on that. Oh my god! I really just want to end the show on that. I don't think nobody gonna watch about this Cam Newton shit, bro. Like, that's why we put it. That's why we put it at the end of the episode.
We don't want to talk about it. Let's keep talking about what we talking about right now. We got
another couple minutes. Oh, so I think.
Because we already talked about being in love and what's the difference between love and being in love. We want to talk about what type of IEP do you have?
Right.
Do you have an IEP? Do you collect SSI, or what's your stream of income?
You said you don't work?
You don't work?
You don't work?
How much money you get a month? You get $800.
They get $5
You get it. You
get $1,200.
I ain't gonna tell you how I know.
You advanced.
I ain't gonna tell you how I know.
Matt, you got an IEP?
No.
Yeah. You probably dated somebody with an IEP.
Oh, he's talking. No, so there's some. No, I'm about to blow you up. I'm about to blow you up. Don't worry about it.
You gotta relax.
There's some.
You gotta relax.
No. You did it to yourself. You shouldn't even put the name in there. So
you gotta relax.
There is somebody in the community that we've all been around, that we've all shared, that
shared.
We've shared the community.
No,
been in the same community. No flag on that. What I'm saying is, we've all been around people, and just this one special event that happens once every summer. Matt was very inebriated and high as well. He was inebriated altogether. And for whatever reason, this person who is a very good person, Matt just decided to go all out and say that, damn, she in a wheelchair, but I wonder what it feel like.
I remember this. I remember this.
And Matt was like, yeah, her arm's supposed to be strong.
Yes. You know what? She probably could ride. She probably could ride like nobody's business, baby, because it takes upper body strength. I mean, I'm a pillow prince. You know what? I don't do anything. I'm celibate. I'm
worship and praise.
Worship and praise. Worship and praise. Worship and praise.
Worship and praise. But this man, Matt, man, he was on one. And every time he seen this person, he's like, yeah, I think I'm going to get it. And I'm just like,
I remember this.
I'm just like, we all talking about it. And I'm just like, Matt, no.
You see what I mean about Matt? You see,
outside Matt.
Yeah, you was outside, but no, outside Matt was different.
Yeah, outside Matt. Yeah, that's really different.
Yeah, it's really different because domesticated Matt don't even look at other. He got to make sure he designate, that's my sister. That's my. I'm like, all right, we get it.
You got to know it's only her. I don't see nothing else.
I know that, and I love that. You know, to be honest with you, that's what I love about y'all. Y'all not thirsty dudes liking all these women. You know what people don't realize? You know how your women could keep. I'm putting y'all on the game.
Yeah.
You know how y'all women could watch what y'all do online, and you don't even know it. You see this friends tab?
Yep.
And you look at your friends, you can see what they comment on Instagram. Like if they're being thirsty on another woman's stuff. And so then on the reels.
On the reels, on the Instagram reels.
I can see who likes what reels. Lawrence likes everything. Oh, look at this big old butt thing. You see? And guess who's under it? Lawrence. Oh, a whole bunch of guys we know. Jesus Christ, put a lid on it. Yeah, but when I see the ones with hoochies and big booties and stuff, and I see all the men that like it, I be like screenshotting it just so I can keep
just in case.
Just in case I gotta be a friend and be like, yo, your man is on here wilding. I tell.
I say that too. I tell.
I'm telling
on you.
I'm telling on
you, man. I'm telling
and
on you.
I'm telling.
I can't live with the conscience. I don't know why. I can't. Just couldn't.
I'm telling.
So I think the person I lost my virginity to was on the spectrum, because when she said that I feel pregnant and that virgin, I think
this nigga gave up the name, the apartment number.
I didn't give the apartment number. I just gave the building. I didn't give her actual street where she actually lived. She just happened to be in Tompkins that day. So like.
The crazy thing is, I got hit up about that episode. Like, why you did that? I'm like, did what? Like,
who gonna check me? Who gonna check me?
Not you, because I told the story. My story.
No, but we were all in totally different situations back then. I told my story right in front of the dude I was seeing. What you gonna do?
Y'all stories was crazy, especially
mine was the most normal.
Yeah, yours was the most normal. Mine was up next, but you and Pete.
Y'all stories was crazy.
Y'all story was traumatizing for sure. And yours was the second least. Yours was the second most traumatizing. I know Peter's.
No, really, because she was my girl at the time. I was dating her. She just.
Y'all was kids. Y'all was little nasty ass kids.
Right, y'all was like the movie kids. Y'all was basically doing like that.
Yo, but legit though. I think it's a special kind of something to willingly, like, it makes me look at
special kind of something.
Yeah, to be a person that's non. You see, I love watching shows like on the like Love on the Spectrum and stuff like that. Like, I love seeing people on the spectrum like find love with other people on the spectrum, like, and live normal lives and stuff like that. But I feel like if you are a person that doesn't have any developmental disability at all, that is very predatory behavior, that you are messing with somebody who has like an IEP for real. I don't think like wheelchair stuff is like, I don't think that that's like an IEP, because you're not mentally vulnerable.
Right.
Mentally vulnerable is one thing.
Physically vulnerable is a whole different thing.
Yeah. I had a friend that was married to a man that had one arm, one leg. He lost his arm and leg in an accident. And it was an old friend of mine. I don't talk to one of them anymore. But like when you sitting there taking advantage of people on the spectrum and stuff like that, like there's a special place in hell for you to. So to answer your question, Matt, no, I've never dated anybody that I knew wasn't really on the spectrum or something like that. No, one of the last guys I dated, looking at some of his behaviors now, as I'm in retrospect, maybe a little, the elevator wasn't going to 10.
Honestly, in my predicament, I didn't know she was done.
But I get love bombs.
It was on the odd side.
Yeah, I did not know she.
But you know what's crazy? I get love bombed so much, and I fall for it every single time.
Yeah.
I'm like, why wouldn't you love me after a day? I love me. Of course you love me. If you don't love me, there's something wrong. I'm the standard. I'm the standard.
You're the table.
The
call back to last episode. You're the table.
Lord.
Period.
We gotta bring back.
Clock it.
We gotta bring back the Unhinged stuff. I want to do the Unhinged.
The Unhinged music is coming back, bro. The Unhinged music
have
is coming
to do
back.
it.
But those have to be their own separate thing, bro. I can't do like add them to the episode. They just have to be their own separate thing. And I'm definitely gonna bring other people on.
And you don't think I'm not clock? You don't think I'd be clocking just to make sure, just so I could be noting, like, seeing people online behaviors?
Right. You be checking.
Stalkers.
I be checking. I mean, no, not really stalker, because I'm not the jealous type, but I just like to know.
What do you know?
Like, is you lame or not?
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it.
Because I'm not the jealous type. Because if honey, if you want that, you can have that.
Yeah, I'm at a point where it's like, don't let me find out. Don't let me find out, because I'm just gonna leave. I ain't gonna argue with you. I'm just gonna leave.
What, like if she cheated?
Don't let me find out.
I'm not gonna hold you.
I can find out, but don't let me find out. Don't be sloppy with it.
I tell her, I'm like, yo, you really want to see me shop?
I'm not crashing out. I'm not crashing out. I'm not crashing out over that. I'll crash out over y'all before I crash out over that. Like,
me too.
I'll crash out over y'all before I crash out over somebody cheating on me.
Mine's is deep. You know, since we was 10. There's
I don't care.
To that.
No, okay.
I don't care. Because if you feel the need to do that, all right.
They're not for you.
Yeah, you burn the block down for somebody who was just willing to
throw you away anyway.
To throw you away anyway. So, as I said, listen, it probably happened to me more recent than we think. But we're not gonna get into that. We're not gonna get into that topic.
But let me tell you something. That's one thing, because you think I can't stand an undisciplined man. Man, listen, I can't. That part I can't stand.
Right.
At the end of the day, if that's what you want, if you want to flirt around with different women and this and that, do you? It's okay. But just don't do me.
Yeah.
I like mine strict about me.
Yeah, I'm the same thing when it comes to women. Like, be strict about me. If you feel like you need to look elsewhere, go and look elsewhere.
Leave me
out of it. I don't care.
It'll be hard. It'll be hard feelings, yes, but you can go. But don't waste my time.
Not hard enough feeling for me to crash out. Like, no. Like, there are people who don't play about you in the world, and you just happen to not be one of them. So, bye. But that is a wrap for episode 191 of the Yerrr Sports Show. We promise y'all we're not on the spectrum. But
no.
Shout out, yeah.
Is both cherries? They got my order wrong, man.
Oh, here we go again. That's the second episode in a row. Second episode in a row. The shout outs to the Jobberteers. They shouted us out last episode on their
shout out to the Jobberteers
podcast. Shout out to everybody who supports. We are closer to 200 episodes that were listed. Actually, more closer than we think. But shout out to you guys again. Shout out to you guys from rocking out from the beginning. The 6th anniversary of the show was of the first episode. The actual listed episode 1 was on the 13th. So shout outs to us from that. Follow us on all social media platforms at the Yerrr Sports Show. Follow me at the Wise Brother on everything. Follow Tay at Tay Regina on everything. You gonna shout out your new page or not yet? Not yet. Shout out to BK Matt on at Brooklyn. I can't see it, bro. Brooklyn Matt underscore
Brooklyn
Yerrr.
Matt underscore Yerrr.
Brooklyn Matt underscore Yerrr. So for BK Matt, for the Queen Tay, it is your boy Big Baby signing off.
I've been waiting for this cheap meal all week, y'all.
Peace. You deserve it.